Boker Tov, Kal Kadosh. We're just continuing with Halachot and Siman Nun Zayin Siv Bet. Shulchan Aruch says, Makom shenahagu litzok al chavrehem ben Kadish uvarechu liyotzer or ledaber betzorchei rabim toim hem. So here, very interesting. Why does he use the language litzok? But basically, what Maran is saying is that they have a minhag, right, where basically they would speak to their friends between Kadish and Barekhu. Right, we're talking about, that means you have Kadish, Barekhu, and Yotzer, in order to speak, right, for example, even for Tzorchei Rabim. And Maran says it is a ta'ut, it's a mistake. What does that mean? It means even if it is that you do need to speak for whatever reason, even if it's for the necessity of the public, so therefore it's going to be a mistake. Now here is very interesting. Why? So here it says, Tareu kilu kvar itchil b'yotzer or. The Mishnah Berurah says that the second that you said Barekhu, you already started Yotzer. Now this is something very similar to what he brought down before, but it's a little bit different before. In Siman Nun Daled, it's brought down Siv Gimel, Amsaper ben Ishtabach liyotzer, Avera hi biyado, vechozer alea me'orchei milchama. If you're going to speak between Ishtabach and Yotzer, so again, in Siman Nun Daled, we're talking about you finished Ishtabach, but you didn't start Yotzer. Siman Nun Zayin Siv Bet is talking about that you said Barekhu, but you didn't start Yotzer. There's a big difference between the two. So here Maran says if you speak between Ishtabach and Yotzer, it's an Avera, and you would come back from war, which means that if the person goes out to war and they came and they spoke between Ishtabach and Yotzer, they would have to come back from the war. But then Maran says, "V'yesh mi sheomer sheletzorchei tzibur o livsok tzedakah lemי שבא להתפרנס מן הצדקה mutar להפסיק." Some people say that if right now, right, it's going to be for tzorech mitzvah or for whatever it is, it's going to be mutar. Says the Kaf HaChaim, that which Maran says yesh mi sheomer is mishum shemistimat hariv v'harosh mashma she'en להפסיק. כמו ben Baruch שאמר להישבח. Right? However, though, the Yabia Omer says, no, that even according to Stam Maran, mutar min adin lafsik ledvar mitzvah. Right? So why did he write down yesh mi shomer? כך דרכו שבכל מקום שמצא דין שאין נזכר גם בשאר הפוסקים, בלשון יש מי שאומר. So it comes out there's a machlok at poskim, but Rav Ovadia is mekel, that he says shitat Maran is that between Yishtabach and Yotzer, for tzorech mitzvah, you're mutar. And that's why, if you remember when we did it for, I don't remember actually if we did it for Rosh Hashanah this year or not, but for sure we did it for Shavuot. If you remember, right after Yishtabach, before the Kaddish, obviously the Shlech Tzibur has to wait for Yishtabach, because he has to say Yishtabach and then Kaddish. He cannot do Kaddish without anything beforehand. But if you remember, what did we do? We went and we started auctioning the mitzvot. Why? Anything which is going to be the tzorech mitzvah is going to be mutar, but that is Siman Nun Gimel. Siman Nun Dalet Siv Gimel. Here in Siman Nun Zayin Siv Bet, it's talking about you already answered Barekhu. When you answer Barekhu, now you're not allowed to. Why? Even if it's going to be for tzorech mitzvah, even if it's going to be why? Once you said Barekhu, you're already started, and once you start, that's it. And therefore, says the Yabia Omer, you're not even allowed to answer Baruch Hu B'Shemo. You are allowed to answer Amen. And there's no difference between Shachrit or Arvit. And therefore, what happens if I come into the Bet Knesset and I didn't have enough time to say V'urachum Yechaper Avon, and they say Baruch Hu, so I answer Baruch Hashem Ulach Olam V'ed. That's it. I can't say now V'urachum Yechaper Avon. The reason why is because once I answer Baruch Hu, I already started Berachot of Kriyat Shema. I already started the next part. Once I start the next part, I can't say it anymore. So therefore, I would have to stop it. The same halakha would apply is even in time, not in actually hefsek. So for example, he comes and he says, Im shahal ez tzorech v'shema pasuk shema Yisrael matzibur. Right? A person, we brought down in Hilchot Kriyat Shema, right now if a person hears Shema, what are you supposed to do? You cover your eyes and you say Shema with them. You say Shema and Baruch Shekel V'Chol V'Ed, also with them. Right? If a person's in the middle of, whether it's going to be, let's say, Brachot of Kriyat Shema or Pesukei de Zimra, you just cover your eyes and you say it in the tune of Shema Yisrael. You say it as if but you're not really saying anything. Here, even if it's going to be that a person is going to be quiet, right? And all of a sudden, he's right now, he just said answer Barekhu, right? So he said Baruch Shalom, he's going to start Yotzer. Right before Yotzer, they say Shema, he does not answer with them. Because again, you're not supposed to answer right after you start. Once you said Barekhu, you would have to start the next part. And therefore, it's very, very important to remember this, because Barekhu is already the start of the next continuation. If you did remember though, we did mention, right, that in Halachot Arvit, we did mention though, the only exception to this rule will be if you're not praying with them. So for example, let's say I'm here and I'm going to pray in the second Arvit at 7:30. So we do Mincha, and all of a sudden now I answer Barekhu. I said Baruch Shalom, right? Now I don't start Arvit, because since I'm going to pray in a later minyan, so for even though I answered Barekhu, I didn't. But if I'm praying with that minyan, once I answered Barekhu, I'm already in the middle of Halachot of Kriyat Shema. Once in the middle of Halachot of Kriyat Shema, now I can't be able to talk, or I won't be able to do certain things. Right there, you already started the Yotzer.